Hello, my name is Elaine Luther, and I welcome you from the Down syndrome support team here today. I'm the mother of Nicholas, who's 4.5 years old and has Down syndrome, and I'm also the president of the Down syndrome support team. And I'd like to introduce our other participants who are sitting here with me today, and they're going to share some information and stories with you today about how individuals with Down syndrome impact their community and lead enriching lives. And on my right, we have Phil Biga. He's the parent advocate and parent of Callan, who's 2.5. We have Annette Bowen, our educational liaison with DSST and mother of Jared, 7. And Dan Nadelberg in there he is a parent advocate and parent of Megan, who's 18 years old. The Down syndrome support team is a local organization, and we serve people with Down syndrome and their families in this community. Today we hope to provide you information and inspiration about how individuals with Down syndrome impact their community and live enriching lives. It is really important to note that individuals with Down syndrome are people first. You'll hear us say a person or a child with Down syndrome throughout this segment, and we ask that you please put the person first and reference individuals as a child with Down syndrome, not Down's children or Downs. Labels really do affect how we think, how we feel, and how we behave towards people with disabilities. And now I'd like Phil to tell us a little bit about the occurrence of Down syndrome.
Down syndrome occurs when an individual has an extra copy of the 21st chromosome. It's the most commonly occurring chromosomal abnormality. This additional genetic material alters the course of development and causes the characteristics associated with Down syndrome. 1 in every 700 to 1,000 babies are born with Down syndrome, and it affects people of all ages, races, and economic levels.
The incidence of children born with Down syndrome increases with the age of the mother. However, because of higher birth rates among younger women, 80% of children born with Down syndrome are to mothers 35 years and younger.
There are also certain common physical traits that are often associated with persons with Down syndrome. They include low muscle tone, small stature, an upward slant of the eyes, and a deep single crease across the center of the palm. Though we are all unique individuals, people with Down syndrome possess these characteristics to different degrees or not at all.
Now let's talk about some of the health and the developmental concerns for individuals with Down syndrome.
Well, certain medical conditions are associated with Down syndrome. However, with medical and technological advances, many of these conditions are now treatable. Most people with Down syndrome lead healthy lives and have a life expectancy of 55 to 60 years old. This has increased dramatically in recent decades, from approximately 25 in 1983.
People with Down syndrome experience cognitive delays, but this is not indicative of their many strengths and talents that they each possess. People with Down syndrome attend school, they find work, they participate in decisions that affect them, and they contribute to our society.
Quality educational programs, a stimulating home environment, good health care, and positive support from family, friends, and the community enable people with Down syndrome to develop their full potential and lead fulfilling lives.
Now throughout the rest of this segment, we're going to share with you some inspiring stories about individuals with Down syndrome in our community. Individuals with Down syndrome are more alike than they are different, and we'll introduce some of these individuals to you and show you how they're living and thriving in the community around us.
Our first inspiring story comes from Megan, who has proven she is more alike than different. Megan is 18 years old and attends one of the largest high schools in the area. At school, her smile and warm handshake make it a better place for all who attend. She and her classmates attended one of the dances, and reports indicate everyone danced with abandon. Megan is also active in her church. Recently, she made profession of faith and is now a full member of the church. Soccer is a time for cheering, as Megan cheers when her team scores, and she cheers if the other team scores a goal. She loves wearing the uniform and being with her soccer friends. Megan has been completely accepted by her extended family, and she participates in all family get-togethers and activities. Her cousins adore her, recognizing her inner joy and her fun-loving spirit intuitively. Megan is more alike than different.
Thanks, Phil. Now let's learn a little bit more about the Down syndrome support team and their efforts in the local community.
DSST was founded in 2005 by Catherine Deering and Melissa Katke, both mothers of a child with Down syndrome. We currently have over 50 families involved with our organization, and most of the children are under the age of 10.
DSST is dedicated to promoting awareness and acceptance of people with Down syndrome in our community. We seek to bring families together to share experiences and to build lasting friendships. We also provide activities and learning experiences for persons with Down syndrome. We strive to collaborate with our local community by providing Down syndrome resources and materials for our schools, doctors' offices, hospitals, and other community organizations.
DSST offers many activities throughout the year. I'd like to take time to highlight a few. First, many of our children attend a summer speech and language therapy. Children attend therapy in a small group setting and work on targeted speech and language goals. This setting also promotes positive peer relationships. Our children also participate in dance classes at a local studio. This class incorporates children of all ages, and a recital for special needs students occurs at the end of the sessions. The annual Buddy Walk is our largest annual fundraiser. The 1 mile walk celebrates persons with Down syndrome and allows DSST to fund the programs and activities you saw listed on the screen. The Buddy Walk began with 100 walkers, raising approximately $12,000 in 2005. This year, the walk raised over $40,000 with more than 700 participants. The Buddy Walk is held the last Sunday in September at Gala Park in Ann Arbor and is open to the public. DSST also interfaces with local hospitals to provide information, resources, and to touch the lives of new parents with children with Down syndrome. Often, new parents will contact DSST, and a lifelong supportive partnership begins.
I'll share a story with you about Charlie, who's 16 months old. Charlie has received services through early on since she was 2 months of age. According to her parents, she is Miss Popularity and a social butterfly who rarely misses her parent playgroup, where everyone knows her very well. One of her parents' biggest concerns at the time of her birth was what it would mean and how it would affect their older child. They have quickly found that their relationship is just like any other sibling. They love each other so much. Bray, for brother, was one of Charlie's first words, just behind Ma and Da. She signs brother in the 2 rough house, and Charlie just loves being near him. Charlie's parents can't wait to see her take her first steps, be included in school, attend dances, football games, play sports, go to college, and set her own goals. Charlie's mother shared a quote she has hung on her wall. "Small in size, but destined for big things. Charlie is more alike than different."
And now, as Dan mentioned, the Buddy Walk is our primary annual fundraiser. It's held every month the last Sunday of September, and it kicks off National Down Syndrome Month, which is October.
This year, our community pledged over $40,000 to help further our programming, provide activities and learning for individuals and their families. I want to send special thanks to our gold sponsors, Pizza House, Charles Schwab, My Urban Toddler, and Jungle Java.
On behalf of the DSST, we are grateful to our sponsors, contributors, and individuals who made the 5th annual Buddy Walk a huge success. A sincere thank you to all.
Now, you have to meet 13-year-old Devin, whose interest is simply life. Devin fights with her siblings, gets frustrated with homework, and needs to be reminded to practice the piano, just like anyone her age. She enjoys animals and hopes to work as a trainer someday. Last year, Devin was part of the Tappan Players and was front and center for some of the performances. Athletically, Devin is hard to stop. She outclimbs a lot of people and has earned ribbons from summer swim. Basketball is one of her favorite team sports. Devin's other love is to travel, and she is always ready for a new adventure. She had an amazing time at Sleepaway Camp. She also attended the YMCA camp, Hayowenta, where she really challenged herself on the high ropes course. Devin's family doesn't think of her as a teenager with Down syndrome, just Devin. And lots of friends see her that way too. Devin is certainly more alike than different.
Thanks, Dan. Research indicates that there are significant benefits to including children with Down syndrome into our educational system. Let's explore that idea further.
We have evidence-based research to indicate that students with Down syndrome who are included in regular education, they gain more skills in the areas of language, reading, writing, and math. And they also have gains in social knowledge, social independence, and behavior.
Now we have Jared. He's a 7-year-old who enjoys reading, swimming, watching movies, cheering on his sisters at sporting events, riding amusement park rides, and being with his family and friends. From the very beginning, Jared's family has embraced the motto, more alike than different. He has been included in every facet of life. Since birth, he has been a part of all the everyday life activities like family gatherings, community outings, church activities, and social events. During his preschool years, he attended a community preschool. Since kindergarten, he has been included with his peers in his neighborhood school. Jared has benefited greatly from being included. His existence has broken barriers, opened hearts and minds, and spread the word that he is definitely more alike than different.
Thank you. Now let's talk about the advances in genetic research and Down syndrome.
Researchers are making great strides in identifying the genes on chromosome 21 that cause the characteristics of Down syndrome. And many feel strongly that it will be possible to improve, correct, or prevent many of the challenges associated with Down syndrome in the future.
Four-year-old Emily is more alike than different in the way she asserts herself. She wants to do everything her big sister does. Emily copies her sister constantly and demands similar opportunities. She even tries to join her sister's elementary classroom, ballet class, outings, and dressing style. Emily's involvement in dance was directly encouraged by her wanting to join her sister's dance class. She was thrilled to have a recital just like her sister. Emily enjoys many social interactions around town, eating out, and traveling with her family. She's included in neighborhood play and all family social events. Emily is more alike than different.
Thanks, Annette. Phil, why don't you share with us about one more child from our community?
Amanda is an active 4-year-old who loves to run, go to school, and watch SpongeBob SquarePants. Amanda loves being a kid. She has attended a typical preschool since she was 2 years old. Her teachers are amazed at her empathy and her smile. She loves to dance, play with baby dolls, ride horses, and climb on jungle gyms. She has attended a gymnastics class for typically developing children, as well as a ballet class for children with special needs. She has done everything that her big sister has done and will continue to do. Amanda is more alike than different.
Thanks, Phil. Well, we've met several children and teenagers throughout the segment so far. Now let's discuss about life as an adult with Down syndrome.
You know, people with Down syndrome just want to live ordinary lives as adults. They want independence, they want relationships and friends, they want a social life and to participate in their community. They want a useful life in their community, such as employment. They also want access to education and recreational activities. All of this can be achieved with varying levels of support.
Here's Jimmy, a 23-year-old who attends a young adult program in our community. He enjoys going to movies and listening to music, especially Garth Brooks. He hangs out with his friends by going to sporting events, dances, and out to eat. Jimmy loves to socialize. He's employed at Benito's and stays active by working out and swimming at the rec center, as well as bowling. Jimmy also likes to ride his bicycle around the community and is a member of Friendship Ministries. As a senior in high school, Jimmy was elected to the homecoming court. Jimmy is definitely more alike than different.
Thanks, Annette. Thank you for watching this segment. We hope you've learned more about what Down syndrome is, how the Down syndrome support team is active in our local community, and most importantly, about the wonderful contributions that individuals with Down syndrome can make to their community. And please remember that we are all more alike than we are different.
1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm ready to do more. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Watch me, I'll be great. Believe in this child. Count the inches, not the miles. Let me show you what I can do. I'm a part of this world too. A, B, C, and E. It's not always easy for me. E, F, G, H, I can do it if you let me try. Believing in the child. Counting inches, not just miles. Let me show you what I can do. I'm a part of this world too. Orange, brown, yellow, or green. Let me join the team. Red, black, purple, or blue. Well, help me so I can help you. Believing in the child. Counting inches, not just miles. Let me show you what I can do. I'm a part